Welcome to Life Less Ordinary. We are just heading down, a couple of us, to come and work on our berry section. So if you have a look behind me, Simeon's standing there, but you can see along this line of espaliering, we have all of the berries. So that's all of the loganberries, boysenberries, raspberries, and then there's some thornless blackberries on this back corner. Now, all the ones down towards the back fence line have finished fruiting, but they're also sending out runners along the ground. So that's what you can see along the ground there. Now, the trouble with leaving that there is they send shoots into the ground, and that's one of the ways that you end up with these massive piles of berries that just become too overwhelming to deal with. So periodically, we need to come down, get them up off the ground and attach them to the trellising. So that's what we're going to do now. As with any work with berries, be appropriately dressed. So long sleeved, long pants, shoes, gloves, and then hopefully you will get away with this unscathed from scratches. So some of these are long enough that we can get them up off the ground and try and get them trained onto the trellising. So whether we tie some there, like that. So what we can do, something like this, I can put these two together and then we can try and get these going along of this wire. So this is new growth, so we're not going to get any fruiting off these ones until probably next December. So when there's a few like this, we can try and get them together and deal with them together. These shorter ones will be a little bit more difficult to deal with. And to go back. There's another long one. Where's that one going to? So I've just pulled this one out from here. We don't want them this far out, so I'm going to just plant this back in line with the trellising. Like that. Nice and easy. Pull some weeds out while I'm here. Okay. Alright, so that's all up off the ground there. And we're going to continue doing that down there. Salome's working down this direction as well. So at the same time, I'm just pulling out some of the weeds and tidying up the area a little bit. At this point, I've pulled a few more out from further out here that I will replant back in line. That one had no roots. That one had no roots. That one had no roots. So there's little ones here that are... throw them over there to be mown. So this is probably a little bit too far out for my liking, so I will pull that one out, try and get the roots. Like that, and then I can plant it back in line with all the espaliered. And that's an easy way to get more without spending a fortune. It just means next year we'll have more more plants, more fruit. So we're almost at the end of this. This one, to keep this up, we could probably actually tie some twine to the end here and pull it tight. We're just getting this back corner of it. This will be, it looks messy at the moment, but what we're really aiming to do at the moment is to keep all these off the ground because they will start sending little suckers out from these little points here. So they'll send suckers out from this little point that get stuck in the ground, bury down, and then you just end up with this massive pile. So for the moment we're just wanting it up and off. A lot of this stuff here, all of this will become deciduous come winter, but a lot of this stuff, this is what fruited, this is where we got the fruit this season. So this will all start turning silver coming winter. That's the stuff we're going to be chopping off. These new ones are the ones we're going to be keeping because they're the ones that are going to fruit next November, next December. So it's not pretty, but at least it's not on the ground. Okay. Apart from tidying this up, the other reason we were tidying it up was to find the stray golf balls that have gone missing. They have a massive bag of golf balls and they're missing a lot of them. So I'm assuming they're under here somewhere. What was that, Trin?
We're missing one more.
One more. So we have successfully got everything up off the ground. I've done a little bit of weeding along the edge as well. I think I'm happy with that. We found some golf balls. Not too much injuries occurred from thorns. We'll then have to deal with this come winter and tidy it up again. Anyway, thanks for joining us as we live our life less ordinary.